my style and Fear Factory is definitely much different than Soulfly's, 100%. But that doesn't mean that I don't come from that vibe as well, because I've had other bands, Brujeria, where we literally just book, a couple weeks in the studio and we write a whole record on the fly. You know what I mean? So there is that quality of looseness and just vibing in the studio and making those type of records. Of course, when it comes to Fear Factory, it's definitely a lot more involved, a lot more keyboards and just a lot more different types of vocals and stuff like that, different elements, of course. But I definitely connect with Soulfly because I come from other bands that have taken that same approach when it comes to writing. Plus, when he was putting Soulfly together, he actually did one of the first D-Lo fests way back in 1998, and he had called me to come in to play, on that show as well. And it was, it's always an honor when he calls because, to me, you never stop learning the music. You never stop learning different styles and stuff like that. And I always like to play with different people. Like when I did the Roadrunner All Stars, I played with a bunch of different people, and you learn something from somebody else. You know what I mean? And that's how it's always been with me to him, because to me, he's like, obviously he comes from that school of writing riffs, because he's right. Riffs can make a song, can make or break a song. One of Pantera's biggest songs is Walk, and that is the most simplest riff that they've ever written. And that's like, that song just carries far. That riff just goes and goes and goes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the school that we come from as well. Um, but I look at Max as like a conductor. I mean, sure, he writes the riffs, he writes the songs, but when I'm here in the studio working with him, he's definitely conducting everything, and it's really good to see that, and that to see that approach kind of reminds me of James Brown. James Brown was always that conductor who always conducted his musicians on what to play and what to do and stuff like that, and that's kind of like really cool to see that, and to kind of like take a back seat and just follow him, and it just feels really good because his vibe is amazing.